Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Good morning. It is 5:45 a.m. on a Thursday. I am doing a trip. It'll just be a day trip. I think it'll be close to 500 miles. Actually, no. Probably more like 400 miles from Southern Oregon up to Salem. So I just want to record that first kind of road trip in the Tesla. And let's show you this real quick. So I have charged to 100%, and the symbol over here shows me that regenerative braking is limited, and I have set my trip to 0. So I put in the route, and it shows the route here, and it showed 2 charging stops, but what I did is I added one on the way up. So we'll see how that goes. I just wanted to add one before our stop versus going to our stop, then charging, then driving away, and then charging again. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the route adjusts for that. But really, this is just our first experience, so we're going to see how it goes. And we'll catch you at the next stop. Welcome to Harrisburg, Oregon. Decided to stop here. Not because I had to. We could have gotten all the way to our destination, but needed a little break, stretch my legs. It's just under 2 hours of driving, and this way if we charge here right after we're done at our stop, we can just start heading south again versus having to charge up right after and then head south and then charge one more time. So either way, 2 charging stops, probably both 15 minutes or less. This is a 250 supercharger, 250 kilowatt supercharger. The unfortunate thing about it is it's literally like nothing here. There is this food shack thing. Looks like this is some kind of winery maybe, or I don't know. But it is 8:35 in the morning. Probably no bathrooms, no food, and that's kind of unfortunate in an area like this. No one here at the chargers, but it would have been nice if there was bathrooms and stuff. Let's jump in the car real quick and look at some numbers. All right, so it says 20 minutes remaining to 80, but I'm obviously not going to do that. So far, trip A, we've done 182 miles, used 49 kilowatt hours, and had an average energy of 268 watt hours per mile, which comes out to just over 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour. Watt hours per mile means nothing to me. I have to convert everything into miles per kilowatt hour. So 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour is really good at freeway speeds this whole time, going, you know, anywhere between 60 and 80 miles per hour. So yeah, so far so good. We will probably just sit here for 15 minutes and then hit the road again. Here's the neat thing here, you know, this trip card can show you current drive, since charge, and then your trip. All these are the same right now because, you know, I charged up right before we hit the road. Trip A, I reset right before we hit the road, and of course we're on this current drive. So since charge will change after I unplug here, and it's pretty easy. Like, I remove that and trip A is gone. Click that again, trip A is back. So that's pretty neat. I wish they had like a permanent lifetime. It says you have enough energy to continue on your trip. Okay. Oh, one other thing I noticed while I was driving, it was about 36 miles away from the charger when it gave me the batteries preconditioning little icon on the route. So that's good that it lets you know when it happens and when it starts. I don't know
what it does to calculate when it needs to start preconditioning, but neat that it tells you. A lot of information here. I do wish, like, this lifetime I labeled, I wish it had its own permanent lifetime information here. But that's it for now. We will check back in at our next stop and charging stop. But so far this has been a breeze. All right, here we are at a 51 station, Tesla station in Southerland, Oregon. This is our second charging stop. First one, we only needed about 10 minutes. This one, we only need about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, wait for that to turn green. Green. Let's go look at some numbers. Yeah, shows me time remaining to continue trip, only 8 minutes is what it says, which is great. Okay, so let's check this out real quick. So 8 minutes remaining to continue trip. It is charging at 250 right now. 251, so it went above peak, and that's probably because I'm at 20% here. So that's really good. So as you can see with trip A, I am at 269, so 1 watt-hour per mile less than what I have been. So still about 3.7, a little more than 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour. So thoughts so far is this has been really easy. So we will charge up, probably, you know, go to the bathroom, get a drink. That'll take more than 7 minutes. So, I mean, total charging time needed this trip was 20 minutes. So I probably could have just done one charging trip or one charging time for longer. But I kind of liked breaking it up into 2, which is what Tesla recommended anyway, just to be able to get outstretched, do other things. So I will catch you once we get home for final thoughts. Alright guys, we made it back home. As you can see, 460 miles, total energy used 126 kilowatt hours, and we've did 275 watt hours per mile, which I believe comes out to about 3.6 miles per kilowatt hour. So yeah, because I think 270 is 3.7, so that, yeah, that's about 3.6. So my quick thoughts after doing nearly 500 miles, 460 miles in a day was easy. I mean, aside from sitting and driving, but charging on the way up, it wanted me to get to our destination first, and then when we were done there to go a little further north into Salem proper, charge there, then drive home and stop one more time and then get home. I decided not to do that. I decided to stop before our destination, do a quick 10-12 minute charge there, up to 80, get to the destination. That way after the destination we didn't have to go north, even though it was a tiny bit north and then south. We just hit the road, went south, stopped at that 51 stall charger, literally stopped there, well, could have stopped there for 7 minutes. So all in all, it could have been a 17 to 20 minute combined stop. But so we could have probably done like one long charge, but frankly it was nice to stop twice, and each stop was super short. Could have been 7 minutes, but by the time we went to the bathroom, bought some drinks, came back to the car, it was probably longer, probably closer to 10 minutes. And that's what makes it so easy. I literally get out, plug in, don't have to worry about, is this charger gonna work, payment through the app, or start the charging session through the app or through the charger itself. It's just plug and charge and ready to go. So that was great. You know, that in and of itself saves time. Plus both places were 250 kilowatt charging. Plus it works, so you don't have to worry about moving to another stall or anything like that. So easy. that is my word for this trip. It's not my favorite thing ever, driving that much in a day. And once again, the nice thing is the final destination is home, where I just plug in. So yeah, I think if, you know, we weren't just doing a round trip and we were out and about, I definitely recommend, you know, staying overnight at a place that has level 2 charging. Oh, and that's my other thought. I mean, if the campus that we went to had level 2 charging at it, we were probably there for 4 hours. I would not have needed to stop, you know, coming home. So that's kind of why I think level 2 charging is as important, if not more important, than DC fast charging. Just because often you're driving somewhere and then the car's just parked for hours on end and could be charging there, and much easier to install, cheaper. So yeah, it could have been slow charging, level 2 charging for 3 to 4 hours, and then on the way home it would have just been a straight shot home. So I really think that's an infrastructure thing that if that happened, it would help out EV drivers, and it really would increase adoption. But at the same time, this wasn't hard. I now have experienced what I think Tesla drivers have known for a long time. It's just such a better experience, so much better than going to EA or any of the other chargers. And you know, even with Tesla opened up, the two chargers that I went to are opened up to those Ford and Rivian. Even with it opened up, it was no problem. I think we're going to see more and more other vehicles using Tesla chargers, but at the same time, I think it can handle it, at least outside of California. Here in Oregon, it was fine. But anyway, word for the day for this trip was easy. And yeah, I look forward to more road trips, because it was seriously just stopping because I needed to, and you plug in and charge, and getting out and stretching your legs for that short a time. I probably would have hung around even longer, just to get a little more of a break, but didn't need to because the car was ready to go. All right, I'm gonna get out, plug in, and I'll catch you later.